Today we're at the Deadwood Reservoir. We actually arrived last night and camped right on the side of the reservoir, and they have a lot of dispersed camping out on the side of the lake. It's great. As you can see, the lake's behind us.
Yeah, it's super beautiful. And we came through Yellow Pine.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we underestimated our fuel consumption and needed to pick up some fuel there. And unfortunately, while it is a cool little quaint, very small town of maybe 20 people in the snow season.
Mucho dinero.
$7 a gallon for fuel. So we only put 5 gallons in, which might get us fairly close to getting down into Boise. We'll see. But it was kind of our mistake on underestimating fuel and underestimating how much they might charge in a small town for fuel. But it was nice that they had it and the people were nice, but that was a little unfortunate there. And then we actually spent the night just outside of Yellow Pine on the river there, and it's really pretty. There's a lot of campsites, they're designated campsites that are free, which is really great. And then drove on down here to the reservoir. And it's basically, the roads have just gotten better and better as we've gotten closer south, towards Boise. Basically, once you hit Yellow Pine, it gets very rugged as you're going out of town into the mountains, and as you're going south, it gets better. What you got there?
I found myself a step stool, see? I'm gonna put a little support under it.
It does look a little sketchy, but check out this cool spot we got for camping right on the reservoir. It's right on this bluff type of thing, and should have a pretty epic view for tonight and tomorrow morning. We'll probably take off in the afternoon after lunch, but holy cow, can't beat that for a free spot.
We do enjoy having the more private of spots.
If you see a camper, we avoid those because
generators.
Yeah, generators. Well, we couldn't resist spending a couple days over here on this reservoir. As you can see, the sand is amazing. It goes around a lot of the reservoir, and it's such a beautiful place. Look at the view back there.
The calmness of the water.
And watching the sunrise. Yeah, it's perfectly still and smooth. It's like glass out there right now. And yesterday we got a little bit of fun in. Yeah,
we spent a couple hours paddling on the water, exploring the reservoir. Yep. The wind kind of kicked up yesterday afternoon, which made it a little bit more of a challenge, but still a lot of fun. It was really quiet and peaceful. There was only one other boat. There's one boat on the water, but it was a long ways off.
Yep, it was pretty amazing. We had to do a little relax here and enjoy the quiet. It's been amazing. The mornings have been really cold, probably in the 30s. And then it warms up to the 70s during the day. It's really quite ideal and perfect. But we're going to keep on rolling on our route. I think our biggest challenge right now is going to be fuel. Yeah. I think we have maybe around 40 miles of range left in the tank, depending on terrain and elevation. And we have at least that to get to the nearest small possible town that might have fuel. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll make it. Let's find out. 22 miles to empty. Well, I don't know if we're gonna make it, but the fuel light just came on, and we are at the top of a lookout tower, and we got some internet service. So I think we'll be able to at least get a projection of how many miles it is to the potential gas station. What's our mileage to our gas station?
21 miles.
21 miles. I don't know if you can see that there. 21 miles to the gas station, and the computer says 22 miles of fuel remaining. This section of road is downhill, and by running the transmission in the manual shift mode and then selecting first or second gear to hold the speed of the descent, it actually makes the fuel consumption go to 0 gallons per hour. So more or less the fuel injection system is not firing according to the computer. And we also turned on the Eco Leaf mode, which I'm pretty sure does absolutely nothing, but it just makes you feel good that it's got a leaf there, for that big 6.2 liter V8 chugging machine.
Darling, it's a little exposed. Okay, very exposed.
We made it down to pavement, and let's see how much it shows.
9 miles.
Oh man.
12 miles of gas station.
9 miles left on this fuel tank and
12 miles to the gas station.
yeah.
There could be some walking.
That's a 3 mile difference in the deficit. 1 mile. Do you think we'll make it?
Well, it says we have 1 mile of gas station. Fingers crossed.
Uh-oh. We just hit the 0 miles to empty. But it's still going. Excellent.
We're still going. The gas station's half mile on our right.
It has a little bit of reserve fuel left. Look at that. We made it. This is a good thing to be seeing the pump right outside the window here. So the truck said 0 miles left, and it's a 34 gallon total size tank. And as you can see here, we got about 31.5 gallons. It definitely had a little bit of buffer there. However, you never want to run the tank completely dry. It's certainly not good for the fuel pump to be not submerged in fuel at all. Our total traveling range off-road, driving the Backcountry Discovery Route, this section from Missoula down to Garden Valley, we essentially would have been at right at 490 miles of fuel range had we not added fuel and just used all of the fuel that we had in our tanks. That's not too bad. If you can drive completely off-road for almost 500 miles, that gets you quite a distance. Well, we hiked into a hot spring early morning in the dark so we could have it to ourselves and watch the sunrise. And it's pretty cool. There's the hot spring kind of in a cliff. It wasn't very deep. What do you think?
Well, I thought the water temperature in this pool was really nice, but the only way to get my entire body under is to completely lay down, and then I have nowhere for my head.
It was a little awkward.
Yeah.
But check this out. There's the river. It's on the cliff. It's pretty amazing. Pretty incredible view, and you can see the other side of the hillside got burned in a fire, but still really pretty.
It's a fun morning adventure.
It was pretty nice. Oh man, check out this place.
It is a beautiful hot spring.
There's a waterfall of hot water, and then
An amazing river behind us.
a river and a waterfall. Does it get much better than that?
Now we know why the road was closed for a year, but it doesn't seem that they really did any improvements to it.
Yeah, it looks like it's still washed out, but apparently it's not closed anymore. I'm not seeing that they've done anything, but
maybe they put this giant drainage tube that is not actually getting used. The water seems to be going around it.
yeah. All right, let's go drive through it.
Okay, straighten out. That's good. A little more passenger. Perfect, babe. You're doing great. Woo, that is steep, baby. Yeah, you wrapped it. Why don't you get up the other side and then I'll hop back in. Ooh. Getting out doesn't seem, getting out looks a little tipsy, but it doesn't seem nearly as angular. Hopefully that is the washout. It said that they had some degradation. This silver tube right here is actually about the same height as me. I don't know if you noticed it. I could actually stand up inside of it. The water doesn't seem to actually be going down the tube. It seems to be going underneath it. But we'll see as this road goes on.
This is the Boise North Fork River. It's beautiful.
just gets more beautiful. The drive down is absolutely beautiful. You can see the valley. The road's not too bad. It's had a few washout sections, meaning there's been some water on it, so it's a little bumpy. Nothing the same as the washout that we had yesterday, but the valley is absolutely gorgeous. We're coming down onto the middle North Fork, and we're going to a hot spring. Ooh, we found this beautiful camp spot, possibly for tonight. But what is the best part?
The middle North Fork of the Boise River. And we might camp here tonight, but there's also a little surprise. Let's go check it out.
Wow!
This is the surprise, a hot spring with a waterfall. Check it out.
It's beautiful. The water looks nice and clear. They've kind of created this little pool area, and it goes down into the lower section. I think it's time for some soaking.
Yeah, and behind us is the river.
Yeah, the middle North Fork.
It's quite pretty. This is pretty epic, I'd say.
Yeah, I would agree.
Look at that. We went for a dawn soak.
Yes.
It's quite nice, actually, watching the sun or the light come into the sky, more or less.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing to camp right on this hot spring. Check this out. Pretty amazing. Can't beat that, that's for sure.
No.
What do you like about this?
It's amazing. We watched the stars from the tub last night and woke up to the sun this morning.
If you haven't gotten a chance to check out our earlier sections, check those out with the Idaho Backcountry Route and stay tuned for upcoming sections. Give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.
Bye.